Amjad Bashir MEP. You've written a report in the past on statelessness. What were your conclusions at that time?
The conclusions were that the Rohingyas living in Myanmar for centuries in the 1980s were stripped of citizenship. And the report says that they were the largest group of stateless people in the world. And since 1980, several decades ago, their rights have been curtailed. Their children were not able to seek education, they couldn't get work because of lack of papers, and they were really consigned to a concentration camp. And large numbers of them tried to flee. They've gone on the high sea and perished on the high seas. They've been killed by Buddhist monks and others that have been really tried to take advantage of their insecurity. And I pointed out these things in my report. I was the lead rapporteur of statelessness. And now we see what I had pointed out about ethnic cleansing and genocide taking place. We thought this had ended 20 years ago in Bosnia, in Srebrenica, but it's happening right now. 100,000 people have had to flee over the last couple of weeks. Children have been beheaded, women have been raped. It's mayhem, and none of this would have seen the light of day had it not been for satellite technology seeing burning on a large scale of villages in Rahkine Province, and also first-hand accounts of those that survived and fled over to neighbouring Bangladesh. So this cannot happen. We in European Parliament have got to stop this. In this endeavour, myself and my colleagues have put an urgency resolution. I've got the support of my group, which is the ECR, ALDE so far, and we're reaching out to others to join me in trying to condemn what's happening in Myanmar, bring an urgency resolution to put a stop to this and hold the Myanmar regime to account, including the Nobel laureate, including the winner of the Sakharov Prize, Aung San Suu Kyi, who it's unthinkable that somebody who was a recipient of this award for standing up for human rights, she should stay silent as the leader of the country and allow her military to do this. She should be speaking out. She should be an advocate for these minorities. And I say with conviction, this is nothing short of ethnic cleansing, because these people happen to be of a different ethnicity and hold a different faith. And I'm very delighted that one of my colleagues, Peter Van Dalen, who leads the group Freedom of Religion and Expression, is joining me to fight for the rights of these Muslim minority, as he's done in several times for Christian communities in the Middle East who have been oppressed. So we are joining forces. We are trying to get this urgency resolution. We're also trying our best to do whatever we can to help these people.
As you pointed out, Aung San Suu Kyi did win the Sakharov Prize, was awarded the Sakharov Prize back in 1990. Do you think this should be rescinded?
I do. I am very reluctantly having to say this, because she deserved this prize in the 1990s for what she did. But if somebody holds that conviction, then they must remain true to that conviction. And really to stay silent on this is a really causes me to think, did she really believe in these principles, or was it just a realization of her objective to get power? And once she's got power, she's turned away from a monstrosity, a genocide that's taking place under her watch.